And I'd like to introduce you to one final speaker, a really inspirational young man. Michael, where are you? A man who can do anything he sets his mind to. And he's got a very strong sense of adventure, and he's always looking for the next physical challenge that he can test himself against. Michael has made an enormous contribution to the Asthma Foundation. Just one example is when he personally built a penny farthing from scratch and rode it 1,000 kilometres across New South Wales, both raising awareness for asthma in all the regional areas and across schools and all different community settings, as well as funds. And delivering, of course, the vital message that you can do anything if your asthma is well controlled, or almost anything. Michael's had asthma since a very young age. So I'd like to ask you to come up, Michael, and to share what drives you. What makes this man tick?
Good evening, and thank you for inviting me along to the opera. I must say that this is not the first time I've been to the opera and represented the Asthma Foundation. In fact, last time I was here, I dropped a bombshell on my wife, my poor wife, my beautiful wife. I just finished a 21-kilometre unicycle ride, which is a bike that a clown rides in a church. Circus. Very fitting. I rode it 21 kilometres non-stop and raised over $10,000 for the Asthma Foundation, and I got inspired by that, and I found this inner passion that I had that I wasn't aware of for the Asthma Foundation. And I said in this very room that I'm going to ride a penny farthing over 1,000 kilometres in a week. That was the first time my wife had ever heard of it. So rest assured, tonight I'm not going to drop any bombshells. There's no surprises. Okay, I'm just going to be normal for a few years. There probably is something developing in the background there, but you're quite safe, so just take a breath. Okay. But you said what makes me do what I do? Well, you know, I don't know. I have this, it's passion, okay, it's all passion. And anyone in here who is passionate or has been passionate about something would know that when you're truly passionate, you know, you lay awake at night dreaming up ideas for what you're passionate about. You can't sleep. If you can sleep, you can't wait for the sun to come up to get up and start to work on this thing that you're passionate about. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am extremely passionate. And not just a passion, but I'm also an asthmatic, which is, of course, I think that's common knowledge, but I say I'm an asthmatic. I'm not an asthma sufferer. I've never said I'm an asthma sufferer, and I don't believe I'm an asthma sufferer. I am an asthmatic. I was talking to Jonathan over there, and you're an accountant, is that right, Jonathan? Just a quick one. Just imagine if I took my idea to Jonathan as a business plan. I'm this guy who's self-employed. I've got a family, a mortgage. I don't earn much money, and I certainly don't have much time. Jonathan, I'm going to hand build a penny farthing. I don't have any money. I'm going to ride at 1,000 k's across New South Wales. I've never done that before, certainly not. I've not done much fundraising. I'm not that great with the media. So there are all these minuses. I present this business plan, and you would say to me, you're off your rocker. This is going to fail. There's no way. Fortunately, I took it to the Asthma Foundation of New South Wales, and these beautiful people looked at it in different eyes. You know, they looked at it from a perspective that I was coming from. You know, I'm passionate about asthma. And they looked at my little business plan, and it became the most successful thing I've ever done in my life. That was my business plan. It was never really meant to be that successful. It was just going to be a bit of a hoot to start with, but it's taken me from successfully raising funds for the foundation, successfully bringing my message, which is asthma control. Now, control your asthma. Don't let asthma control you. It's taken me to the New South Wales Volunteer Fundraiser of the Year, the Australian Volunteer Fundraiser of the Year. And then we took these beautiful asthma logos here onto the world stage in Amsterdam last year, where I was crowned the world's most outstanding volunteer fundraiser. And that is something that certainly was not in my business plan, and it certainly was a surprise. But I'm indeed proud to say that we've done that. And we did it as a team, I must mention that, like team, T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves miracles. And without the help of the Asthma Foundation, without their professionalism, their insight, my beautiful wife, again, this teamwork brought together one of the best business plans and packages I've ever seen. So I'd like to put our hands together for the Asthma Foundation and thank them for all their hard work. I am also just a small piece, I believe, in a great big puzzle, and one day I hope that this puzzle gets put together, and I hope that we see a decline in asthma sufferers and asthmatics, and if we can continually support the Asthma Foundation, continually fund them. When they've grown for 50 years, I can see them going for a lot more. I believe that one day that puzzle will be put together and people like myself will rest just a little bit easier. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope everyone enjoys the opera tonight.